Hi, today from Monte-Carlo, Monaco, from the World Entrepreneur of the Year Summit. Today I will explain to you why everybody needs to become an entrepreneur. Why is it important to become an entrepreneur? Hi guys from Monte-Carlo. Today I want to share with you some of my impressions and maybe conclusions from the World Entrepreneur of the Year event. And I want to tell you today why everybody should become an entrepreneur. In the comments I often read opinions like, of course not everybody can be an entrepreneur, and entrepreneurship is nothing for everybody, and some people need to stay employees in order to work for the entrepreneurs. And what would happen if everybody were an entrepreneur in the world? Just an unimaginable state of the world, right? It is pretty straightforward to think along these lines, but I learned several surprising facts in Monaco which made me think more about that, and came to the conclusion that really and literally everybody should become an entrepreneur. Why? I don't know if you realize, but they are artificial intelligence systems connected with robots already, who are able to watch a video of somebody, let's say, making pancakes, and learning from that video to really make these pancakes. So this robot will just look at you preparing pancakes, explaining what ingredients you need and how you do it. You don't need to train that robot, you don't need to program that robot. This robot will just start making pancakes the same way you do it. And in the future, everything you are able to somehow describe or show in a physical way, or maybe also in the intellectual activities, it will be automatized. And then what role is left to humans, to people? And the only two areas of life which are left is actually art and business and entrepreneurship. So either you will become an artist, a writer, a painter, or you will have to be an entrepreneur in order to sustain your life. Otherwise you will just not have a job. There will be no jobs left, and job is something you can describe, you can show to somebody, right? So if everything that you can automatize, and it is much cheaper than employing somebody, why would you employ somebody? So in order to survive, you would need to become an entrepreneur. And then you may think, but not everybody is made to become an entrepreneur. But look in your childhood. What is entrepreneurship? In the very kernel, entrepreneurship is about solving problems, about creating something new, about coming up with new ideas and implementing them, about making things happen, right? And think back to your childhood. You were a problem solver, you were a discoverer, a world discoverer. You were trying to stand up, to put your first step, to put a glass of water on a table without spilling it. This is exactly what entrepreneurship is about. And this stayed with us till adulthood. Of course, if you live in a society, you need to adapt, and you need to somehow restrict or limit your entrepreneurism in order to be able to do your job, right, if you are an employee. But in the future, these activities will be automatized. So you will be forced to become an entrepreneur. You will be forced to recall these strengths, these abilities. I know it may be a very inconvenient truth, and I don't want to scare anybody, but this future will come sooner than you may think. You know, the lectures I have heard, I have attended here at the World Entrepreneur of the Year event made me really think about these things. And I don't want to scare you, I want to encourage you to really start thinking in an entrepreneurial way, to acquire the skills, the attitudes, the abilities necessary for an entrepreneur. And these abilities in the future, they may not make you rich. They will be needed to survive, because if everybody is an entrepreneur, only the best of the entrepreneurs will amass some wealth, but everybody will need it to sustain their life. So I want to encourage you to become an entrepreneur, to start developing a business, a company, maybe getting or manufacturing, producing some assets that will allow you in the future to sustain your life. That's it from Monaco. If you liked it and you would like to learn more about entrepreneurship, about how the most successful entrepreneurs in the world think and act, subscribe here. And here you will find one of my best videos. And here you can keep up to date with my book project. That's it. Thank you and see you from Monaco.